everyone, it's me, Jess. Video take 2. So I had I had recorded this video downstairs with kind of my better ambient lighting. And then someone, I'm not saying who, decided that they needed to try and break out of the house through the window screen next to me and eat a small frog that was outside. For the frog's sake and for a window screen's sake, she didn't actually make it outside, but it did interrupt me like 10 minutes through, and I made the decision that it would still be easier to just re-record this video than to try and figure out how to edit it. And there's also apparently a fruit fly, and this is just gonna be my reality. So what are we doing today? Empties and a favorite and some declutters, which I'm not gonna call fails because they're not fails. I'm just gonna call them a declutter because I'm letting them go. So let's start off with empties real fast. It's been a while since I've done one of these. If you follow sort of my Project Pan series, some of these products will be familiar to you, and then some of them are not part of that. So first off is the Renee Paris Carity Hydra hair cream. I liked it. I used it until it stopped pumping. And I'll be curious come this winter if my hair needs something to keep it from being statically attracted to itself. I don't think it lacks hydration, but as the moisture dries out of the atmosphere, I think that static might be a problem. The other product within my Project Pan is the Burt's Bees Pink Grapefruit Lip Balm. I won't be replacing this, not because I didn't enjoy it, but because I have like 8 different lip balms that I can choose from, and this little nubbin just fell out of the tube when I opened it up to smell it, and this is why I let this go. This product was good. It was moisturizing, it was hydrating, it's not vegan. So it does have lanolin in it. To be honest, I do like lanolin in products for my lips. Personal choice, personal preference. I understand that some people don't want to use animal products at all, so that's your choice. But like I said, I've got lots of other things that I'll be using. So other empties not in my Project Pan are the Nexus Therapy shampoo and the Humectress conditioner. Real talk time. I totally bought these to put in my guest bathroom to provide a more luxurious experience for my company, and then since I didn't have a lot of company, I ended up using them myself. So the Therapy Ultimate Moisture Shampoo with 0% silicones smells kind of like a sunscreen lotion. It was very moisturizing. I liked it. These actually ran out somewhat close to each other, not because I used the same amount, because I always use more shampoo than I do conditioner, because I just kind of condition the ends of my hair, but because I was working through some shampoo bars and some other stuff at the same time. The Humectress Ultimate Moisture Conditioner definitely helped cut down on the frizz. More of a fruity smell, less of a tropical smell. I liked both. Will I repurchase them? Probably not, because they're kind of expensive. And to be honest, for bath products, I'm really trying to cut down on the amount of like bottles of things that I use. So if I can get it in a bar shape, if I can get it in minimalist packaging, I'm going to, because I do feel kind of bad about recycling plastic packaging when I know intellectually that even if I put it in the recycle bin, it's not necessarily going to a recycling center where it's going to be reused. A lot of this stuff is still diverted out into waste streams, and so you know, like, we gotta do what we can. So if I can use like a shampoo bar instead of a liquid shampoo, if I can use a soap instead of a body wash, I'm gonna try. I still have some body washes that you will see in upcoming videos that I'm kind of working through, but I would really like to replace things with sort of minimal packaging or truly recyclable or reusable packaging, if at all, is an option. Next Empty is a mini. So this was the Lush, so it's a tiny mini, Dream Cream. So it has that kind of classic Lush scent. It was a great cream. I used it at work. It is a tiny bit greasy, so if I was just going to be like on the computer, like I'd rub it in, especially like on my cuticles and nails, and it was good. Will I purchase a full size? No. I got this, and I took the little sticker off, because I think when I last placed a Lush order, I had requested one of their face masks, and they said, oh no, that's not available, so we'll send this instead. It was a good substitute. I liked it. I used it. Other mini Empty is the House 99 by David Beckham Polish Up Hair and Body Wash. I don't know why I do that. It's a camera, like a phone that I'm filming on. This was a multi-purpose gel cleanser. I used it. It smells really good. I can't describe it, but it's very like crisp and clean, but not like cool water, if you know what I mean. Would I purchase a full size of this? No. Would I happily enjoy another sample size of it? Absolutely. We've talked about my love of masculine or like woody or I don't know, gender neutral scents before. On to declutters, and then we'll do my favorite at the end and end the video on a happy note. So declutter number one is kind of old and very expensive, and in some ways I kind of regret purchasing this because I didn't really use it to its full potential, I think, but in part it was because I bought the wrong shade, and I wasn't in really a position to use it. So this is the Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat Radiant Touch. So it's a brush tipped, clicky button. I think it's supposed to be like a concealer, radiant concealer. The problem is that that's the shade that I bought, so that's shade number 2. And it's both peachier and yellower and darker than my skin tone, even on my face. So I think when I purchased it, I was like, oh, well, it's a little bit more yellow so that I'll cancel out kind of like the purple bags underneath my eyes. And it does that, but it also doesn't really stick around very long. And I've since moved on to the Makeup Forever concealer if I'm going to do any sort of under eye concealing, and I'm much happier with that. It sets better. It's, I don't know if neutral's the wrong word, so, you know, like it's a makeup term that I am trying to apply to the situation, and what I really mean is it just works better with my skin tone. Because I don't wear enough makeup to, excuse me, to completely like start off with a clean slate. I need something that will kind of blend in with my natural skin tone, and then provide me with some sort of color correction. And this is my life. And this product was great, but it wasn't really that great, and I didn't really enjoy it, and I felt guilty about using it, and it's now really like old, like it's 3 years old, maybe older. I don't know. I don't keep track of these things. I should. So I'm letting it go. The other product that I'm decluttering is a mini Buxom black eyeliner. Let's see if you can see it. It is pulled away. Well, I don't even know why I bother. It's pulled away from the pencil part, is pulled away from the wooden part because it's dried out. I feel like when I got this, I had subscribed to both Ipsy and Sephora Play, so that was a couple years ago, and it seemed like at least once a month or every other month, I would get a black eyeliner because that was kind of like the standard, like, well, we want to send out an eye product, but we don't want to send out something that will be polarizing, so we don't want to send out like a blue liner, so we'll send out a black eyeliner because everyone will use a black eyeliner. Except I don't. I have one black liner that I use currently, and it is a pen tip because I can get really close to my upper lash line to just kind of enhance it instead of doing like a really bold black line. If I try and do a black liner, especially all the way around, it just looks like raccoon eyes on me. I much prefer a brown or purple liner if I'm going to do anything that's like wider or even like a wacky color. Like I'd rather have a teal and do like a bold liner than black because the black I think is just overwhelming with like my pale skin and my eye color. So I'm letting that go. The other thing that I'm decluttering, so I've got two products and they're on the floor because that's where I'm sitting. The first one is like I think I got this as a, I forget what it's called, like a Sephora Perks VIB bonus item. So it's the Drunk Elephant Bestie No. 9 Jelly Cleanser. It's a purifying cantaloupe and glycerin soap for washing your face. It doesn't have a scent. It's relatively mild. It does bubble up a lot. And I feel like every time I used it, it just like encouraged the skin around like my chin to break out. If you've watched some of my previous videos where I talked about that pharmacy vitamin C mask, that seems to be like the harbinger of like skin reactions, like that area. So I've just decided to let this go. It was just like 100-point perk or something like that. The other thing, look, I'm conflicted about this because it's not that it doesn't work. It's that it's just such an unenjoyable experience to use it that I'm not forcing myself to use it. And it's been a long time since I purchased this. So it's probably expired at this point. So this is the DermaDoctor KP Duty body scrub. So KP, I think we talked about this before. It's that like chicken skin texture on the back of your arms. Some people also get it on their legs. And basically what it is, it's a buildup of skin cells around the hair follicles. So you're not shedding your skin cells the way that you should. And there's a couple ways of dealing with that. Extra moisturizing helps because it helps like keep the skin hydrated so you're shedding things. Also exfoliation helps. This product, I'll try and show you the inside of it. It's like a scrubby mask. It's really, really like a coarse scrub and it's a very thick texture. So it smells like glue, like straight up Elmer's glue. And I think that's because of the salicylic acid in it. It's also very sticky. So the ingredients are that the instructions are that you're supposed to apply it to dry skin and then wet it and continue to scrub it in. If I did that, it would hurt my skin. So what I have been doing is wetting my skin, applying it, working it around, rinsing it off. It's a struggle to do that. I don't want to do it. I don't have any desire to reach for this when it's in the shower. I've probably used up 2/3 of this tub, maybe half if I'm gonna be like really on the conservative side, and I don't want to use it anymore. I really I don't enjoy it. You're only supposed to use it once or twice a week, and this is a big tub. It's 16 ounces, 410 grams. If you're only using it on the back of your arms, it's going to take you a really long time to get through it. and I don't know. I'm letting it go. Like it doesn't fit within my life. Like I'd rather just use like a scrubby washcloth and then focus on exfoliate or moisturizing my skin after the shower in order to prevent KP than something like that. So those are the empties, the negatives, the fails, whatever you want to call them. The last product is a favorite, and it's not an empty. And I have the hiccups. It's a candle, and it's burning downstairs, so I can't show it to you. But I have, we're in candle burning season, and let me explain candle burning season to you guys. So I grew up in a household with a parent who was kind of scent sensitive, so we didn't have scented candles. I had to be very careful about the amount of fragrance that I wore, if any at all. And so the idea of having a home where I could scent it with candles is really great. But I realized that I'm not entirely unlike my family. So I'm a little bit sensitive to the amount of scent that is in a product. And that means to me that like candle burning season is when the windows can be open. So in the summer when it's cool at night, or in the fall during the daytime, that's really the only time that I will burn candles, because in winter, if the house is all closed up, it is really overwhelming, and that's not terribly enjoyable. So this is a candle from Ethics Supply Company, who, to be honest, I had never heard of before, and I bought this candle. I think I have 2 others from this range that during a Nordstrom semi-annual or annual sale, and I was looking for something that had kind of a different scent profile than kind of like your standard food fragrances that might be from like Yankee Candle or something, and these all appealed to me, and I got them on a good deal because the sticker on the bottom says that these should be $45 each, which no way I would actually pay that, but they're really good scents. So this is the Yosemite's Firefall. So each of the candles come in this like cardboard outer packaging, and then the actual candle is in like a glass cup without a lid on it. And I think that when I use up the candle, I'm going to save the cups because they're kind of like a cool, they'd be perfect for storing brushes in, and they've got like a neat little design on them. So that's the plan. Yosemite's Firefall is brisk granite, fresh cedar wood, and black sage. And it does have a lot of like cedar notes, and it's perfect for getting that kind of like woodsy fall scent into the house. So that's my favorite. The other ones that I have, I think, are slightly different. So I think one's like something in wild strawberry and something else. But we'll see how far I get through. I do have kind of a limited time to have fragrance candles burning throughout the house. Because I know that I'm the sort of person that... So here's a question for people. Question of the day, if you know. If you smell the same thing over and over again during the day, does it make you like it more or less? Because to me, it makes me like it less. Like that's one of the reasons that like if I'm going to put something in the crock pot for dinner, I want to put it in the crock pot and then leave the house so that when I come home, I'm kind of greeted by this wonderful fragrance. But if I'm at home all day and I'm smelling the exact same thing, by the time dinner's ready, I don't want to eat it. That may just be me. So if you have an opinion, comment down below. And thanks for hanging out with me. This was actually like a relatively long video. So I hope that everyone's having a great time, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.